All right, good morning, everybody. Today is January 13th. This is your pre-market prep video. So, let's go ahead and start off with the economic calendar. Today, a lot more busier than it has been. I believe the CPIs will be looked at, Beige Book, but I personally think that this kind of information is kind of ignored nowadays. Like, the market doesn't care. All eyes seem to be on politics right now. So this is just stuff to take note of, but I really don't think that the market's going to care on this stuff right now. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. All right, so yesterday, just a little review of what happened yesterday. I ended up closing my short cost position for a small winner. I was targeting 360, popped down, hit it, and then came back up. I should have done short-term long puts, but nonetheless, small winner. Because I did a bear put spread, and then also I got out the last of my Etsy position for 464, and I made a total of after commissions $840 in that one. But I'll go over those in the weekend prep and review. So going over a quick review of what happened yesterday. And then yesterday, I entered NVIDIA, Lulu, Square, and Starbucks. All yesterday. All right, now what's happening with the market right now? So, ES futures. We are just in this big flag. If you remember yesterday, I talked about the 1 hour squeeze. We'll go ahead and take a look. So first, let me go ahead and maximize this one. This is the daily chart. We were in a mid compression squeeze, but now we're in a low compression squeeze. We're testing the 8 EMA. We have early end signals. But as of right now, the momentum is slowing down. The question is, are we going to hit this 8 EMA and bounce up? Or are we going to flush down one more time before taking the next leg up? And only time will tell on that one. And here's a 4 hour chart. Something to note is we are in a high compression squeeze. Momentum is shifting lower. Question is that going to fire us shorter? And then when we test these levels before going back higher, that's just something to keep an eye on. And yesterday, I talked about the 1 hour squeeze as a indicator, not dictator, as a which way we're going to go. But you see we're just in this channel chopping around. We're going up and down, up and down, up and down. Last night I was watching the market and I saw that we got above this trend line. I was like, all right, we're going to wake up probably to a good move higher, but it got rejected and we're right back down. And so the high compression squeeze fired long because the dots went red, so it went higher. Now we're slowing down, and the mid compression squeeze is firing to the upside again. It's black, but it's not blue momentum, so it may not mean a whole lot at the moment. So just something to keep your eyes on. Keep your eye on the 1 hour squeeze. I'm sure the 2 hours. We'll see what the 2 hour is. I'm sure it's there. High compression squeeze, hitting the 55 EMA, early end signals. So I believe these are going to be the indication of which way we go over, at least going into Friday. And also, I want to show you all of this. So this is my 10x bars on steroids. So same chart, see how it's hitting the upper trend line, lower trend line, bouncing back and forth. And so we did get this break, this flush down. All those dots right there are greater than 50% of average volume. Came down, hit it, and now we're bouncing back up. So basically what I'm saying is wait for this to break out. Watch the squeezes on those time frames to get an indication of what to do next. If we do fire short down to the 21 EMA, I do believe that'll be a good time to buy and get on some long setups. If we start to squeeze and fire long, I guess it was just a test of the 8 EMA, and then we're going to take the next leg higher. But only time will tell. And as far as, let's look at some sectors to see if there were any crazy moves in sectors yesterday. So utilities are weak still, as expected in a strong market. Whoops. As usual, energy is popping with the new Biden election. Industrials are looking really good. Probably need to go looking at, I bet, CAT and DE. All right, well, hold on. Actually, what I can do is go here. All right, I got these broken up by industry. We could look where there's squeezes. So Honeywell has a, where's the dailies? Raytheon has a squeeze. On those time frames. So DE's running, obviously extended. CAD's extended. Come on, Toss, don't fail me now. All right, we'll go ahead and pause this so you're not stuck staring at this. All right, and internet's somewhat coming back up, but anyways, you can see Lockheed Martin has not been doing too well. I wonder what if there was news on that. It's usually not the case. Anyways, back to sector stuff. All right, industrials. Consumer discretionary. Also showing strength. I don't imagine there's anything crazy in the sectors rotating at the moment due to just a consolidating market at the highs. All right. Healthcare popping up, testing AEMA. Real estate has been weak lately and it still is actually below the 200 SMA now. So it's something to note. So what I personally do, instead of doing a hedge, I also look for weak stocks and weak sectors, which is real estate right now. We get a pop up, and maybe I'll short the pop as a potential hedge. And see if the internet's faster. Okay, XLF still strong, material still strong. Tech consolidating. Biotech. Staples, consumer staples starting to roll over, it looks like. They're now below the 50 SMA, below the support line. Something to keep an eye on. And then telecom. Interesting that that's going higher because, if you recall, yesterday I was talking about T-Mobile. And it did not do too good yesterday. It just got sold off. Anyway, so that's the sectors are basically looking fine right now. The ES is still consolidating as discussed. But one thing I did want to talk about now is I did receive a question as why am I choosing the strike prices I did in Starbucks and Lulu. So let me go ahead and break that down for the individual. So on Starbucks, the larger time frames are green, right? Momentum's going higher. We're selling off at the 21 EMA near support. And once we broke below and I got this 15-minute buy arrow, I entered the position. And the reason I chose my strikes is because of this. So this is the weekly wires indicator. It analyzes movement that the stock moves. So in this chart is every 2 weeks. This chart is every 1 week. So this indicator analyzed 269 rolling 2-week periods. Let me change the color there so maybe you see it. Right, this up here. So basically about 5 years. And out of those 5 years, it touches H1 48.5% of the time, which is this level. That's H1, H2, L1, L2. So, and it closes above it about 32% of the time. The reason I sold, well, before I continue on, is I didn't discuss what my position is. So I bought the 102 calls and sold the 105s for $1.30. And yeah, so that's what I bought. And the reason I sold the 105s is because it's right at this resistance level. So all I need is a little pop to there and I'm good. And then you also asked about Lulu. Same thing. Except on Lulu, I sold the 165 calls. Let me erase that. Okay. So I bought the 150s, and I always purchase the Delta 60s. So I either buy, if you're not familiar how to do that, you can go to your wrist chain, go over here. On my spreads, go, at this time it's the 150 250s, but yesterday it was before I entered the 350s. And then I will either sell the Delta 60s, but I also consider the expected move. But if the expected move does not match what the weekly wires tell me, say the weekly wire says I get more out of it, I'll sell what the weekly wires tells me to get the H1. So, and that offers a good risk to reward. So, and simple as that. So Lulu, I have 2 positions. That's it. I have $1,358 tied up into it for a max profit of $1,642. And so I could get a good risk to reward. And I just need some movement going up. So that is how I choose those strike prices. All right. So hopefully that answered your question. If not, please let me know, and I'll gladly try again. And like I said, just keep an eye on that 1 hour and 2 hour squeezes, 4 hour squeeze. Basically, just watch all squeezes. And if you like this video, please like it, share with your friends and family, anyone that may need help trading or a game plan for today. If you're new here or new to the videos or my channel, please subscribe if you found it worthy of so. And so yeah, that's it, everybody. Y'all guys have a great day. Trade smart, control your emotions, watch your position sizing, and take care. See y'all later.